Alright, welcome friends.
Century Bravo Whiskey have the generic insight.
Well, you can notice right away we've lost our Azure voices. We have the, what I affectionately term the Thorazine crowd. I've noticed people on the board seem to be calling them collectively, the teenagers. Whatever. I'll deal with it. We landed in Burlington about 2 p.m. Had a nice, my dog and I. You gotta love dogs. They never turn away from you, no matter the strain. Anyway, we're 3445 for Rusky. We took off from Burlington, Vermont after a nice lunch with my dog 28 minutes ago. Where are we bound? Well, if the sim doesn't freeze, we're bound for... I love that guy's voice, I think, the most of all. Slow to 270. Bound for Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. KAVP, Kilo Alpha Victor Papa. Bound for and we're cleared for the approach. The Cosby approach does not involve the use of Quaaludes. For the ILS runway 22, ILS frequency is 109er. We've entered that. The VOR is 111.6. Entered that as well. Runway length 7502. Airport elevation 962. Approach course 225. Minimums are 1201, 1201. And it's a 220 nautical mile flight. So about 250 miles from Burlington to Wilkes-Barre, PA. 40 miles out, 10,800 feet. We'll shallow out our descent right now to 1,800 feet per minute. And as we close in on 10,000, we'll begin slowing. 266 right now. We'll slow down to 250. That's the speed limit. Below 10,000. And we've got it now set at 250. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. I really hope it doesn't. Weather in Wilkes-Barre, 57 degrees, partly cloudy. Rain expected in the next 24 hours, but sunsets at 4:47. Local time right now is 4:19. Should make it without any problems. Shallow water descent rate even more, down to 1,500 feet per minute. We'll slow to 240. That's definitely my favorite voice. I don't know what causes the Azure voices to stop working. I don't know.
Going to 133.5 generic 5 Hotel Golf.
You see why they call them the teenagers. Shallow out now to 1,200 feet per minute. We've been very lucky when it comes to weather on this journey, our 50-state tour. Particularly here in the Northeast in November. Been really nice. 33 miles out, 8,100 feet. Cleared down to 3,200 feet. The approach is pretty simple on this one. Gillette, Wexen, and then the airport. Dare I bring up the VFR map? I'm scared. Gillette. At Gillette, we need to be at 3,200. That's what we've been cleared down to it. After that's Wexen. We need to be at 2,800 at Wexen, according to the published approach plate. Total approach distance from Gillette to the airport is 8.0 nautical miles. 30 miles out, 7,400 feet. Shallow out even more, 1,000 feet per minute. Keep our speed up for another minute or two. Actually shallow to 700 feet per minute.
133.5.
We'll slow to 230. Showing us 28 nautical miles from the airport. Kind of a cloudy, dreary fall day here in the Northeast. No snow on the ground. 230 knots indicated, 6,700 feet, 27 miles out. Altitude's perfect. Not receiving any ILS data yet. Oh, I stand corrected. We are. IIZK. Check it out. IIZK. 25.3 nautical miles from the airport. But we are not receiving any glide slope information yet. 25 miles out, 6,300 feet. Slow to 220. Basically straight in approach. Oh, check out the wind turbines. That's pretty slick. I love that they're moving. Very cool. Wow, all along that ridgeline.
Cessna Tree Bravo, Whiskey contact, Wilkes-Barre approach on 126.3. Good day.
Okay, there's the approach handoff
Going
to Wilkes-Barre.
126.3 Cessna Tree
22
Bravo
miles
Whiskey.
out, 5,700 feet. We'll shallow out
Cessna
500
November
feet.
Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is
Slow to
at
210.
5,700 feet, descending 3,200 feet.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo, Whiskey Wilkes-Barre approach altimeter tree 0.11, continue to Cosby as planned.
So remember, we need to be at 3,200 feet at Juliet, and we are currently 3 minutes 37 seconds from Juliet. So we're at 5,500 feet right now, descending it to 500 feet per minute. 1 minute would be 2 minutes would be 1,000 feet lower. 4 minutes would be 2,000 feet lower. So we can afford to increase our descent rate slightly, and we are now getting glide slope information, so that's encouraging. All right, well, this is just basically a straight shot now, assuming the sim cooperates. We're gonna get our landing lights on. Just 19 miles out.
Cessna Tree Bravo, Whiskey, please expedite your descent 3,200 feet.
Will do. Again, just consistent with their usual penchant for low approaches. I think that's the runway. Yeah, there it is. I'll be damned. Okay, listen. Let's go ahead and switch over to nav mode. Please don't freeze. There we go. All right. And we'll switch into APPR. And we're going to, despite what ATC is telling us, we're going to shallow out our descent rate to try to force that green diamond down so we can intercept the glide slope. If they cancel our approach, so be it. I'll switch over to VFR. 16 miles out, slow to 200.
Cessna Tree Bravo, Whiskey, please expedite your descent 3,200 feet.
I mean, I'm 2 minutes from Juliet, and I'm 4,600 feet. I'm descending, let's see, if I descend at a 500 feet per minute, that'll bring us to 1,000 feet lower than we are now, which is 3,600 feet, and we're... All right. I mean, I don't get the urgency. Anyway, you see this is coming down now. We have APPR already selected, so it's going to grab the glide slope, I hope, or it'll freeze, which is another distinct possibility. 13 miles out. Airport and runway in sight. Little view, my dog's view.
Wilkes-Barre approach Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Cancel IFR at this time.
You knew that was coming.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey
Wilkes-Barre approach Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey requests destination change to Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre approach Cessna November.
We'll go
Tree
through all
4
this
Tree Bravo
rigmarole.
Whiskey is type Cessna C708 miles south of Tree Papa.
I'd
November
like to get
1,
landing
4,300
clearance before we land, if possible.
Request flight following.
All right, we'll deal with all this bullshit, squawk code and so forth. Just about to grab the glide slope.
Squawk 0725.
Yeah, I postulate that they cancel our IFR because, come on, grab it.
Squawk 0725 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Beautiful. Because we didn't descend fast enough. Okay, nearest airport list, please. Okay, honey. Hey, the voices.
0.10.
I just noticed the voices are back. You don't have to acknowledge radar contact. That's silly. Anyway, nearest airport list, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and...
Tower Cessna November, tree 43 Bravo Whiskey, 10 miles northeast.
Good.
2,900
Okay, now we'll
feet to
slow.
land.
Cessna November tree 43 Bravo Whiskey Tower. Altimeter tree 0.10, wind 155 at 19er. Fly straight and runway 22.
Okay, we're clear to 22, 3 Bravo Whiskey. All right, and the winds are out of the southeast.
Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Just need to slow us down here just a little bit. Let's use those speed brakes. There we go, that's better. All right, we'll do a notch of flaps.
Tower Cessna, tree Bravo Whiskey, cancel landing intention.
What? No!
Tree Bravo Whiskey, your cancellation is received.
You stupid shitwit. Why are you doing that? I don't want to cancel my landing clearance, asshat.
Tower Cessna November, tree
Stupid
43
fuck.
Bravo Whiskey, 7 miles northeast, 2,900 feet to land.
All right, gears down. Outer marker.
November tree
Another notch of
43
flaps.
Bravo Whiskey Tower. Altimeter tree 0.15, wind 132 at 10. Fly straight and runway 22.
Okay, 139's our approach speed.
Cessna tree Bravo Whiskey, wind 132 at 10. Cleared to land runway 22.
Perfectly on the glide slope. Cleared land, 2-2 through
Runway
Whiskey.
22, Cessna tree Bravo Whiskey.
Okay. Well, unless it freezes, it's showtime. Wow. Coming in right over these houses. All right, auto throttle. Full. Oh, we don't have full flaps. Okay, there we go. Now we have full flaps. Come on. Don't slow down there on me, girl. Airspeed's good. Still on autopilot, waiting for our call out. 1300 AGL. On the glide slope perfectly, however. Catching some major winds. Up here, anyway.
3 mile final runway 22.
A lot of wind coming from about our 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. 3 mile final, 2-2. Yeah, this could be interesting. Winds didn't seem that dramatic in my weather briefing. Okay, we got red over white on the Vossi. Airspeed's good, 139. This could be interesting, folks. And a 15-knot cap on a direct crosswind from left to right, so it's diminishing a little bit, now down to
500.
10, 11. Wait for that call out. Wind's pushing us. Autopilot. Winds are pushing us. This is going to be kind of a not mangled, but this is going to be a more of a challenging landing than I was possibly expecting. Well, we're on it. Winds are diminishing actually now nicely now that we're below that ridge line off to our southeast. Got white, oh, 2 whites now on the Vossi. Airspeed's good. Now we're back to red over white. Runway 22 confirmed. Gears down, reconfirmed. Little float, little float. Come on. Keep that wind dipped. Keep that wing dipped. There you go. Spoilers up, reversers on. Still using that left aileron, right rudder. Beautiful. Okay, friends. I gotta just zoom in on the MFD. I forgot to do that. Holy Christ. I forgot that when you are clicking the mouse button, you don't have any rudder authority. Okay, here's our exit. Okay. There's our exit to the right. Oh, it froze! Oh, it didn't. I was going to say it froze. It did freeze for a second, but I thought it froze like it had frozen in the past. Which is to say, no ability to get back into the sim. All right, friends. Well,
121.9 for Cessna tree
welcome
Bravo
to
Whiskey.
Wilkes-Barre as we continue our trip, our 50-state tour. Let's go ahead and contact ground. ATC real goofy on this flight. Taxi to parking.
Ground Cessna November.
Outside, bring in those spoilers.
Taxi to parking.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Alpha.
Yeah, it was really windy. That's pretty.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway
Really
Alpha,
windy,
Cessna
and
3
then
Bravo Whiskey.
there was a ridgeline off to our southeast, and then as we dip below that ridgeline, the winds diminished pretty considerably. That's pretty. I love the sock. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and turn off our landing lights, turn on our taxi lights, turn off our pulse lights, and let's go park. What do you say about that? Let's turn up the lights in the cockpit a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, let's stop our timer. Sorry. A 42-minute flight from Burlington, Vermont down to Wilkes-Barre. Let's go. Looks like we're pretty close to our parking space. Right toe brake. Pretty. The hills and stuff. Yeah, see this ridgeline, up above this ridgeline, the winds were howling. But then once we dipped below that ridgeline on pretty much short final, the winds dropped pretty significantly. I'll have to rewatch it in the video, but I think they were like coming at us at 20, 22 knots and then diminished down to less than 10. And first time that I've lost Azure voices and then had them return. That was interesting. The teenagers grew up. Well, I had a heart attack though as I was exiting the runway. I thought it froze. Well, we're just about there with two successful flights in one day. It's not enough data to draw any conclusions from. It's just two flights. I did update my drivers. I don't know if that is playing a part or not, but anyway, let's park and wrap this up. No more flights today. A couple things I have to go do this afternoon, but this was still fun. Good way to spend a day off, thanks to our veterans. Happy Veterans Day. We don't appear to have anybody helping us park. A little odd. We'll make it work, though. Trying to rip the nose off this twin. All right. No flashlight guy, though, today. So we're on our own. All right. Well, that's that. Right engine. Parking brake. Pitot-static. Lights. We already dealt with our timer. We'll go outside one last time to look around. Hello, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Scranton. Where's Joe Biden? Where is he? Scranton. Anyway, welcome to Pennsylvania as we continue our ongoing 50-state tour. Almost at the halfway mark. I think from here, from Pennsylvania, we're headed to West Virginia. Let's kill that left engine. Drop the logbook screen. Local time, 4:35 p.m. There we go. KBTV, Burlington, Vermont, to KAVP, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, PA. 40 minutes. I think that's two flights in a row that were 40 minutes. Interesting. I guess it makes sense. 205 nautical miles, 219 nautical miles. Pretty close. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Take care, everybody.